Bitcoin is at 57,000, so I just wanted to make a quick update here of the weekly chart and the 3-day chart. It's probably just going to be a quick one, but I wanted to get all the important points across. So for the weekly close last week, as you can see, big red weekly candle, and we actually dropped as low as 53,550 already. Okay, so what is happening here? Where are we going? Well, so far it is still perfectly repeating what happened here in 2021, as you can see over here, from the period of about middle April when the price peaked. The price dropped more than 50% from April till July of 2021, and it dropped back exactly to the 50-week moving average. We are seeing something very, very similar where the whole move up from 2023 basically mimics this 2020-2021 move, and we kind of peaked at exactly the same time in around about April, and since then we have been in a corrective phase, and it seems like we're getting closer and closer towards the 50-week moving average, which is currently at about almost 48,000. Okay, so we are still back at 57. There's always a chance it can hold over here. That is always a possibility, but if we're looking here just mentally also and financially to prepare for kind of a worst case, is that we do still potentially see a drop here to 48,000 to retest what we saw in 2021. And if we get something similar, well, then we can expect potentially a much larger move to the upside and a continuation of the bullish trend maybe later in this year. And that would be completely okay, right? We had this move where we went from $16,000 to $74,000 without any real pullback. This is the first time you can see here how much of a percentage correction have we had. This is about 27%. That is completely normal for cryptocurrency bull markets. So even if we were to drop back to the 50-week moving average from the high, that's a 35% correction. That is still well within the 30 to 40% corrections that we usually get in bull markets. And then it is still very possible that we continue a bunch higher. So keep this in mind, guys. 48,000, maybe 47,000 is still a possibility. Looking for a base around here. We are now in the just past the first week of July. So if within the next couple of weeks we can create a base here, then it's setting us up for potential continuation of this bull market into the end of the year, maybe even into the first quarter of 2025. Now, changing this into a 3-day chart, because that is also kind of important here, is we still have the same 50 moving average, but it's on the 3-day chart now. And as you can see, when we lose that, the short-term trend flips bearish. So we did lose it over here at about 63,000, and so far we're at 57. We already dropped to 53. So there was already a $10,000 drop below that. Now, what we want to see is we want to see us reclaim this 3-day 50 moving average. So we want to see the price of Bitcoin get back above here. And when it does, that will be our signal for back into a full-blown bull and continuation probably to new all-time highs. 85, 90. I think it's still possible to even see $100,000 this cycle, maybe even this year. So we are going to wait and see now what is going to happen in July in these next couple of weeks. Is the bottom already in at 53,000? It's a possibility, guys. It is a possibility, but there is also still a chance we could still drop to 48. Either way, I think we're getting pretty close to a bottom, whether it's already in, whether we still see one more dip a little bit lower. And then I'm looking for that bounce higher, a reclaim of the 3-day 50 moving average. That is what we're looking for that bullish signal, the green light. Once we get back above there, I expect new all-time highs and the whole market to start picking up again, including altcoins, etc. Historically, also, when we're look at 2021, it is so similar what happened over here. And this was the period of May, June, July that we saw this consolidation here, and we are seeing something very, very similar right now. So let's see what happens in August, September, looking for the start of a new leg up, and we get that confirmation of bullish continuation once we reclaim the 3-day 50 moving average, which is currently sitting at around 64,000. Actually, I can tell you exactly if I look at it right now. It's sitting about 64,000. So once we reclaim 64,000 with 2 consecutive 3-day closes above it, the party is back on, and we are looking for a potential run to $100,000 or higher on Bitcoin, and a lot higher on crypto altcoins, probably meme coins. So, as Warren Buffett says, you want to be greedy when people are fearful. You want to be fearful when people are greedy. You buy the fear, you sell the greed. You buy low, you sell high. That is how you make money in this crypto markets. You don't wait until we're at new all-time highs to get involved, okay? When it's scary, when people are saying, oh, it's going back to 10,000, when people are getting really, really scared, especially if we maybe get this drop to 48 to the 50-week moving average, $48,000, in my opinion, that is probably one of the places where you have an optimal risk reward, where you either bounce and you get the whole move up from 48 to 100, or, it drops below there and then it changes things, and then you can reassess. Do you want to get out when it goes to 46 or 45? Because in theory, it should bounce when we hit our 50-week moving average. So, in my opinion, this is what I'm looking for here in Q3, maybe in the next couple of weeks. Maybe it's already happened. Looking for a bottom now in this correction, and then a continuation higher into the end of the year, and maybe into the first months of 2025. Make sure you subscribe to my channel on YouTube, follow my page on Instagram, and I will see you in the next video.